Hi, this is Rick welcoming you to this video about some of the most important things, in my humble opinion, for first-time cruisers to know on a Carnival Cruise Lines. Many of these tips will also apply to other cruise lines. I know that this first suggestion will be controversial, but here it is anyway. I highly suggest that you get a passport for your Caribbean cruise. Now, yes, you've probably heard that if your ship leaves from the U.S. and returns to the same port in the U.S., you only need a birth certificate and a government-issued pictured ID to travel throughout the Caribbean. But that requires you to return on your ship. What if the ship breaks down? The cruise line may offer you airfare to get you home, but you can't get on a plane in a foreign country without a passport. So you will have to travel to the nearest American consulate and get a temporary passport. Who knows how long that might take? What if you don't make it back to your ship on time to sail away? Or you get sick and have to check into a foreign hospital? A passport is good for 10 years, so the cost is minimal per year. Just think of it as another form of insurance. Apply early, as it can take 2 or even 3 months to get a passport, and expedited service ups the cost considerably. Speaking of insurance, think hard about not purchasing travel insurance, especially if, like me, you're getting on in your years and you may be too sick to travel when your departure day arrives, or if you get sick on the cruise, or if you strain your back while ziplining or bungee jumping, or you simply fall down the stairs on board. Another thing you may enjoy doing even before you sail is to search Facebook for Carnival and your cruise date if you want to communicate with others who will be on your cruise. Often you can sign up to meet them on board for things like gift exchanges, slot machine pulls, cocktail meetings, and other fun activities. It's a great way to make new friends. Bring prescription and over-the-counter medication in your carry-on bag. If you smoke, bring nicotine patches or some other thing to keep you from going nuts. There are limited places to smoke on board, but definitely don't smoke in your cabin, on your balcony, or in any non-smoking area. Don't flick your butts overboard. You can be put off the ship if you do these things. Don't bring your own towels. Carnival's towels are fine, and you can even take them off the ship. Bring a waterproof phone case if you're planning to have your phone at the pool or hot tub. Test it first to make sure it works by putting a paper towel inside and submerging the phone case in water. If the paper towel is dry, it works. Download the Carnival Hub App onto your cell phone. It will allow you to see your ports of call and what days you'll be there. You'll have a list of all activities available on the ship. You can reserve your dining time. You can check to see the balance on your sign and sail account. You can do the muster drill on your phone. You won't need to buy internet service to use the app on board. It uses a special network that allows wireless communication only on board, and only with Carnival. Don't be concerned that the app is not doing much before you sail. All these conveniences will start working as your cruise approaches. I suggest that you only use debit or credit cards in port if you know the vendor is trustworthy. Otherwise, use cash. If you have a conflict with a merchant and they're in the U.S., it's easy to contest it and possibly work things out. It may be considerably harder or even impossible with a foreign merchant once you're back home. Think twice about selecting self-debarkation. That means don't get off the ship carrying your own luggage. Check your luggage out so that it will be available to you when you get off the ship. You'll get off the ship quicker if you do self-debarkation, but you'll have to negotiate stairs, elevators, and narrow corridors with your luggage. If you hate waiting in lines and are wealthier than I, you may want to get a pass called Faster to Fun. It gives you priority boarding, and your stateroom will be ready as soon as you board. No waiting. You will be first in line for the tender to take you into port. You can get off the ship when you get home whenever you want rather than when assigned. The downside is that it costs around $50 to $100 depending on the cruise, and there are limited passes sold. A better way to not wait in line when boarding is to pick a later boarding time. Most people want to get on board as soon as possible. Choosing a boarding time an hour or more later will mean a much shorter wait, possibly no wait at all. If you have more than a couple of devices to charge, bring an outlet strip or anything that multiplies the number of plugs you need. Make sure that if you bring an outlet strip, it does not have a surge protector. They are not allowed on cruise ships. Don't bring anything else that plugs in and heats up on board. No irons, no hair dryers. There will be a hair dryer in your stateroom, and irons are often available somewhere on the ship. One more option is to buy a spray bottle of Wrinkle Releaser. It's available in many brands. You simply spray it onto your clothes and then use your hands to spread out the wrinkles, and they're gone. Carnival allows each passenger to bring 12 sealed cans or cartons of drinks onto the ship. No bottles are allowed. It's too easy to sneak booze on board in bottles. A soda costs $3 or more on board, so you and your cabin mate can save $72 that way. You can also each bring one 750-liter bottle of wine on board. You'll pay less than a fourth of what it will cost on board. Don't forget to bring a corkscrew. A crew member will open it for you for about $15. You'll also pay the corkage fee if you bring your own bottle of wine into the dining room, so I suggest drinking it in your cabin or pouring it into a to-go cup, and don't open it outside the cabin. Now, this next tip may sound flimsy, but I assure you it's not. If you eat meat, you absolutely must have a burger or 2 or 3 at Guy's Burger Joint. The burgers you will get there are the things that legends are made of, and they're included at no additional charge. It's near the pool, and it's only open from noon to 6 p.m. I recommend you go after 1 p.m. At noon, the lines can get ridiculously long. Also near the pool, you'll find the Blue Iguana Cantina, also at no additional charge, and serving some truly outstanding Mexican food. Of course, it's another good place to eat lunch, but be sure to eat there once for breakfast if you love burritos. They're made to order with exactly the ingredients you want, and there's rarely a line there for breakfast because most people don't think of having Mexican food for breakfast. Don't bring water on board. It's heavy. It takes up so much room. Go to the fun shops and buy a case of bottled water for about $6 delivered to your cabin. Or do like I do and bring a thermos or an insulated cup and get free water. Tap water on Carnival cruise ships is safe to drink. Should you purchase a drink package? In my opinion, most cruise lines charge so much for their drink packages that you'd have to get loaded most of the time to make it pay. But Carnival is less expensive than most, so it might work for some people. By cheaper, I mean $60 or $70 or more per day with the mandatory gratuities. To make things worse, both people in your stateroom must buy the package, and you must both buy it for every single day of the cruise. The drink packages cover cocktails, beer, wine, soft drinks, energy drinks, and specialty coffees. Compare that with buy the drink prices of $9 to $13 each for cocktails, $6 to $8 for beer, $8 to $14 for a glass of wine, $2.50 to $3 for a soft drink, etc. And don't forget to add on the mandatory tip of 18% for each drink. So to make it a bit more clear, you and your cabin mate will have to consume 6 or more drinks per day every day to break even. Of course, this is not everything you might want to know as a first-time passenger on a Carnival cruise ship. Please add your tips in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so you'll be able to see our other current and future travel videos.